we good? We're live. I think we're live. Are we live? We're live. What's up, everybody? All two of you. I'm gonna have to hold my phone the entire time. Is it really blurry, Matt? I'm on my phone. I couldn't get the stupid computer to work. Apparently there is, you need software to live stream on Facebook, which I think is a little crazy. Because I was sure that that was not the case, but apparently it is. To fix now, yeah, there might be a bit of a delay. My internet sucks, so yeah, it's gonna lag. There's nothing I can do about that. She's gonna lag a little bit. There's nothing I can do about that. Is it running good for you, Jason? Right on. I'm trying really hard here. The connection might just go in and out. You know, like I said, this is my first time attempting this, so I'm gonna see how this goes, and if it just goes absolutely terrible, then I will not do it again, basically, is how I get at it here. But yeah, that's that. So what's going on? You hear that background tunage there, Brandon? Is it how's the background music? Is that good level, guys? Is that good level? Because I mean, I've got to play something, and I figure, why not something that won't get me fined for copyright or anything, right, Brandon? You're not going to sue me for copyright, are you? I hope not. I really do. Because I'm repping the Outshine, man. Repping the Outshined. So, hello everybody who is on. I see Mr. Jason Reese. Jason, what's up, buddy? Thanks for coming out. I see the Mark Matthew Cannons is here. Of course, we have Brandon Hastings from Outshined, who you are currently hearing. If you can hear that background music. This is my first time doing this, like I said, so I'm still figuring out, figuring some stuff out. But we'll see. We're live. Oh, there's some... Oh, I have filters. That's exciting. Don't need no fancy filters. No filter. How do I get out of that? There we go. Alright. Just sharing some stuff here on the Facebook. Brandon, thank you for sharing, buddy. I just see that you just shared it. Thank you very much. This definitely is not going to be as interesting as your guys' live stream was, but I will do my best. Hodder Show toques for the winner, dude. I would love some Hodder Show toques. This is my toque. I wear it all the time. I never take it off in the winter. Once it starts, and yeah, you were just watching the video tracking of yours, Brandon. That's hilarious, dude. But yeah, this toque, I've literally had it forever. Right around mid-October, I usually start putting it on when it gets cold enough, and I just leave it on all winter. I never take it off, so I think doing a limited run toques would be cool for the Hodder Show for sure. But I would need a specific type. I need one like this. I'm very picky with my toques, which is why I've always had the same toque, because I can't seem to find any more that I like. Man, I really wish I could live video on Facebook. This would make this a lot easier. A lot easier, but that's okay. Matthew Cannon's asking when the next Outshine video is. Or sorry, Outshined. Let's look into it. Yeah, it can't hurt to look into it, Jason. We look into it and see how much they are and that kind of thing. Worst case scenario, we don't do it. You know, it's pretty simple. So we're hanging out. We got 9 people. That's awesome. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first ever Hodder Show Facebook live stream. I am coming at you live from my parents' office, actually, because this is where the modem is. It's the place I get the best internet reception from, so I have to hang out here, basically, so hopefully they don't mind that I'm out here. I was actually in my little corner of the world trying to do it, and it wasn't working out, so I had to come out here. But it's cool, we're hanging out, so long as I got some people to hang out with, and maybe some questions going and that kind of things in a little bit. Once we kind of get going a little bit more here, hopefully we'll have a good time. I'm having a good time so far. Dylan Porter from Outshined, yes, some good tunes right now, buddy. Rocking that Outshined EP. You are currently hearing Sunrise. Excuse me, I almost said Sunshine. Very good tune, one of my favorite tunes off the album. Very, very good song. The Ballad. I'm going to have to be careful because I have some other songs on here that they may not want me to play. So I got to be careful. I wanted to have some music playing in the background just a little bit. And I decided to do Outshine's EP. You can pick that up from the guys. You can hit them up on the website at outshine.ca. Outshined, OUTSHINED.ca. Very good local band. Big supporters of the show, so rock and roll, everybody. December, there's something going on with Outshine. That's cool. That's cool. Love seeing you guys. So cool. Right on. So we're hanging out. This is definitely very different from the actual live stream and the live casts that I have done on YouTube and that. This is very different. Anything on the EP is green light. Right on, buddy. I assumed it would be, so I hope you guys don't mind I'm playing it. I'm just going to basically play it on repeat the whole time, because I think there's only one more song I have in my iTunes library that isn't on the EP, and that's Feel Alright, so I will make sure I don't play that. Oh, we're at 10. What's up, everybody who all just tuned in there? Thank you for coming and hanging out. Oh, or not. Bye. See you later. It's finicky, I think. I know from my experience with the Facebook live chats and that, it's very finicky. So we'll see what happens. But what's up? What's everybody doing? Give me a roll call. Who's all here? Let me know in the comments who's all here. Let me know if you have any questions or anything. We're going to kind of do like a little Q&A type deal / just hang out. We're just hanging out. There's no rhyme or reason to this live stream. I just kind of wanted to do it to try it out and see how it went. And so far it is going cool. So that's good. That is awesome. If anyone's experiencing some lag issues or connection issues, I do apologize. It might be on my end. As I've said before, my internet is very bad out where I live, which is why I've never done anything like this before. I just, some reason I'd hankering to try it tonight, and we're trying it out. So we'll just see what happens. So like I said, if anyone has any questions or anything, feel free to hit me up. Oh, we have 2027's Man of the Year joining us, Mr. Adam Lintlop. Oh my God, that beard is on point today, I guess. Actually, funny story. Thursday's episode of the podcast that's coming up is going to be it's going to have to do with beards. Yeah, what could that be? I wonder. Matthew Cannon's asking me who my favorite guest has been whose name starts with an M. That would be Mav Simard from Fear the Unknown. He was a great guest for the podcast. Really enjoyed having Mav on. A lot of fun. I was hoping maybe I'd see him tonight, but have not yet. But maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens. I I think my iTunes is on shuffle. Yes, it is. Hang on a sec here. We gotta play this in order. I don't want no shuffle up in this bugger. There we go. Starting back off on Why, the theme song of the Hodder Show, if anyone who didn't know that. My intro and outro song. So yeah, Matt, that was my favorite guest, the podcast so far. That's name starts with the letter M. Has been Mav Simard. Yeah. Not you, Mav Simard. Sorry, buddy. It's a rib. Brandon Hastings, Sticks Life. I'm not sure what you're referring to, buddy. Dylan Porter, any thoughts on Metallica's new tunes if you've heard them? Yeah, I heard Hardwired, and honestly, I thought it was kind of weak sauce. I was very bummed out by it. The lyrics for the chorus and that really bummed me out. But then I heard Moth Into Flame, I think, and that restored my faith in Metallica. That's a very good tune. For anyone who hasn't heard it, it's very, very good. Highly recommend you guys check it out. Very good song. I don't know if they've released any more. I haven't heard any of the other tunes if they have released them, but definitely like those, like Moth Into the Flame for sure. So hopefully that answers your question, Dylan. Adam Lintlop, how do I wax my eyebrows properly? I don't know. I wish I had the answer for you, buddy, because I really don't know. I'd like to know, actually. I got these crazy eyebrows. Maybe I should wax them. I don't know. Never thought about waxing before, so I'm not the person to ask that question. Having some weak connection here. So again, guys, I do apologize if you're having some issues with the connection. I do apologize, seriously, because it's probably me, and I'm sorry. But hopefully you guys don't mind too much. You're hanging out, so hopefully you don't mind too much. Oh, what's up, Evan? We got Evan in the house. What's your thoughts on the new Blink-182? You know what? To be honest with you, Evan, I haven't heard it. I have not heard a damn song off it. But to be honest with you, I'm not like a massive pop punk Blink-182 fan to begin with anyway. I mean, I don't like hate them or anything, but I'm sure it's great. I haven't heard anything off it. I know with Tom being gone, a lot of people are kind of talking shit about it. So, I don't know. I will have to listen to it and get back to you. Matthew Cannons, how bad is Goldberg's spear? I don't mind Goldberg's spear. I like the spear. I got no problem with Goldberg's spear over here, folks. No issues at all. So we're hanging out. I am just making sure I have shared the link on everything I possibly can. We're going to hear Sunrise again by Outshine. This is going to repeat a lot, guys, so I apologize, but I don't have any other music prepared to play. Oh, what else could I play here other than Outshine? Not that there's anything wrong with listening to Outshine on repeat. Let me just say that. But I've been listening to this friggin' EP on repeat, like, for just weeks. Weeks and weeks. I thought maybe I had some Out of My League on my computer here, on this computer, but I don't think I do. This actually isn't my computer. I keep saying it's mine, and it's not. Yeah. So we'll just keep playing. Keep playing Outshine, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're going to keep doing here. Oh, Matthew Cannon's mine on the new Blink album was weird at first, but now I really like it. So there you go, Evan. Maybe that'll help your answer your question a little bit more. Sorry I can't be of any more help with that, but Matt likes it, so that's gotta mean something. Matt's got a good taste in music, so if he likes it, it's gotta be good. Adam Lintlop, burger or pizza? Definitely a burger. I like burgers. Do you think Roman should train him on how to spear? Definitely not. I don't think Roman Reigns should be teaching anybody how to wrestle necessarily. It's not a shot at Roman Reigns. Just my personal opinion. Evan, any tips on writing songs? I mean, I'm probably the wrong guy to ask because I haven't had any successful songs or anything, or I haven't released much or anything like that. But as far as from a personal standpoint, to me, what makes a really good song, it's got to be real. Like you've got to have, there's got to be a message in there somewhere. There's got to be some meaning, at least a little bit in there somewhere, even if it's very hidden meaning. You got to start off with a good foundation. You got to work on your foundation. You got to work on your music first. That's the best way to write songs, in my opinion, is start out with your music, write good, catchy, hooky choruses and that kind of thing. Work on your hooks from a melody standpoint. A lot of guys will they'll have the music and then they'll kind of record like a blah blah track over it, kind of like scat, if you guys know what I'm talking about. And then they'll kind of fill in the lyrics from there. It's rare that you'll have guys that'll write lyrics that will become songs. All musicians I know and bands I know and stuff, they all generally start with a riff first. And that's what I do personally, just from my small level of songwriting and that kind of stuff. Which at this point is pretty much just for me. I always start off with a riff. It's very rare. I start off with a riff or a melody. It's very rare I'll start off with like a full lyric. But sometimes I will. If you've got a good lyric, if you wake up at 2 in the morning and you've got a lyrical idea, write that stuff down. Because I can tell you from experience, sometimes the best ideas you've ever had, when it's 2 in the morning and you don't write them down, you think, oh, I'll remember. You're gonna forget. I can pretty much guarantee you will, because I have probably written hit singles, okay, at like 2 in the morning, and I always forget all the time. Case in point, about 6 years ago, I just saw on my feed today, there was a lyric I put up. It was very early in the morning, and I put up this lyric, and I forgot that it existed, and it keeps, for some reason, I'll finish my story here, but I'm playing the Outshine EP, and after Sunrise, it keeps freaking going back. I'm not sure, whatever. But back to my story. There was like a lyric I wrote, and there was a melody I wrote with it. Just randomly popped in my head one night, and I put it up on my Facebook, like the lyrics. No one liked it or anything, so I was like, they suck. So I just kind of went about my night and day and forgot all about it. Like, just completely forgot about it. And I knew it was decent. Like, the melody, at least, itself was. And I just kind of forgot about it. And then years later, like last year, actually, funny story, my last week at Gigs Music, the music store I used to run, well, I use the term run loosely. I was sitting there one day with a guitar, I was restringing it or whatever, doing my thing, and I picked it up and just kind of quickly played it to make sure it was all good set up in that, and I was playing this riff, and I had no idea where this riff came from, and I realized very quickly, I was like, this sounds familiar, is this already a song? And I started looking around, and I can't find anything, so I go, okay, I'm going to record it. I thought it was decent enough. I showed it to my buddy Pat, and he was like, dude, that's like actually kind of cool, but like, it's one of those riffs that like, it needs a melody that works over top of it, or else it's gonna suck. And I literally just went, I'll see what I can come up with. I sat down in front of a microphone, he pressed record, and I wrote this thing. And he was like, where the hell did that come from? That's friggin' awesome. And he loved that. He thought it was really sick. To this day, he says it's one of the favorite things I've ever written. His favorite things I've ever written. And I was like, it came out of nowhere. And then I realized this was the idea from like 6 years ago. And it was like, I was like, I have no idea where this freaking came from. So it's just kind of funny. But kind of before I went off there, Segway City, bitch. As far as songwriting tips, Evan, like I said, man, you know, start with your base, with your foundation, with a good music and that kind of thing. Work on your melody and your vocal placing, work on your pronunciations for all your different words and that kind of thing. And then from there, you can get into lyrics. And lyrics are just as important to me as music and as melody and that, but if you got a crappy melody, no one's gonna care. It depends what you're going for. If you want to make pop punk hit songs, you got to focus on your hooks and your melody more than anything. So hopefully that answers your question. Brandon Hastings from Outshine, right? Something that scared the crap out of me. Something happened. I don't know what happened. Okay, whatever. Moving on with life. What the hell are you doing? Where are you? Are you outside? It's not Randy the douchebag ghost. It is my douchebag girl. Where are you? You're outside, you jerk. You can see through the window. That's my girlfriend, everybody. Real classy. No, you're not coming in. You're a jerk. You're a jerk. Everybody say hi to Sam, my jerk girlfriend.
Oh, that's funny.
No, it wasn't. It was not funny. You scared the crap out of me.
Bye, bye.
Where are you going? You can't just leave. Come back. Be on the live stream. Come here. Can't go out that door. That was a fun moment. So that was my girlfriend scaring the shit out of me. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, it wasn't Randy the douchebag ghost. I wish it was. For a second there, I thought it was a cat. So I have to explain this real quick. So in the area I'm in, my parents' office here, it's kind of like on the one side of our garage. So if you guys see, these windows here, right here, go outside onto the driveway. So she literally walked around the house, out the front door, and came and scared me. So that was some dedication, just to scare me. And I was so into what I was doing, I didn't even realize what was going on. So, is what it is, I guess. Yeah, Brandon Hastings, 3 a.m. ideas that you forget are the worst. Dude, I'm telling you, like, I'm not a great songwriter or anything, but there are ideas I know I've thought of at like 2 in the morning that like I knew were decent, and I forgot, and I kick myself in the ass for forgetting them, because it's just not cool. Gonna play some gonna actually try and play for you guys here some Out of My League. Hopefully boys don't mind that I'm playing their tunes here. I'm sure they won't, but hopefully they don't mind, because I'm playing their songs on my live stream here. That was my lip syncing to Resented. Gotta build up. Let's listen to this for a second. Anyway, so that's Resented by Out of My League. Alright, so back to what we're doing here. Yeah, I'm sorry I can't be more help with the songwriting thing, dude, but I am not the guy to ask. I am not a songwriter, unfortunately. We're gonna get this whole I'm gonna play some Out of My League here for you guys. Let me just set this up. I'm gonna go on to their YouTube. Go on to the YouTube here. Oh, apparently they don't exist. That's some bullshit. And I'm gonna play the album here for you guys. There we go. As much as I love the Outshine stuff, don't get me wrong, but change it up a little bit. We'll go back to the Outshine EP. So you're gonna hear in the background here, Out of My League's EP Resented, which was released this year. You can find this whole album stream on YouTube. Just search Out of My League Resented. Go out to their shows, support them. Awesome local band. You can buy the EP there as well. Very, very good band. One of my favorite local bands. Both Outshine and Out of My League. Matthew Cannons, please don't report me. Please don't. I don't want to be reported. Yeah, the Out of My League guys are killing it right now. I have no reason to like be proud, quote unquote, but I can't help but feel it a little bit of proudness, I guess, because I knew those guys when they just were starting out, so I can't help but feel a little proud, I guess, in a way. Like I said, even though I should not, I have done nothing crazy for those guys or anything. I've always supported them. Like, I've done nothing crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and take a sip of my drink here. Nice sip of my normal drink here. Nice normal drink. You can see here, very normal. Just some nice tea. So yeah, Out of My League are killing it. Up, Sam, we have no sound. Okay, we're good. Evan, yeah, that friggin' Resented kills me every single time. I just can't help it but just headbang. Okay, I'm finally caught up here. Really? Like, really? You're gonna do that again? That would be Sam 2.0. Doing it again. Messing with me again. You know, I'm trying to like do stuff here. Adam's cat keeps headbutting his iPad. Adam, I would lock your cat out of your room. That's what I would do. And I appreciate everybody who's been sharing this around. Thank you very much for doing so. Like I said, this is not like a official live stream or anything. This is just kind of having some fun, trying out the Facebook's live stream and that kind of thing. I apologize for not looking at the camera while I'm talking. I am typing. Trying to share this around as much as I can. This is just kind of having some fun. Didn't mean to do that. I am playing my Facebook's live stream. I apologize for not looking. Sorry guys, hang on a sec here. Typing. I'm not meaning to play this here. I apologize. Sharing this around. Damn it. This is a write-off. There we go. Yeah, even if your cat's cute, Adam, I mean, that's fine if she's cute. But, sometimes you gotta, Really? Like, what are you trying to show me? What are you doing? Can you go inside and stop being either go inside or come in here and join in? God. Distracting me and stuff. That's what I gotta put up with, guys. I'm trying to just do a nice little live stream here. And just, I'm getting interrupted. Just saying. Oh, we got Dylan Porter. Your support for all local bands is enough from you, TJ. Well, thank you, Dylan. I appreciate that, buddy. That means a lot. But I'm no one special or anything. I do it because I want to help any way I can. I can't always necessarily go out to shows, especially lately. I thought when gigs closed, I'd be able to go out to more shows, and it's actually been worse because I've been kind of all over the place with my shifts and other things, not just work. But so hopefully I'll be able to get out to more shows. in the new year. That's my plan. That's my number one goal for the new year, is get out to more shows. Because now that I've kind of settled into my my life now a little bit more, I think I'll be able to figure it out. So hopefully I can do that. Oh, we've got Sam Luxton. This is the coolest video game I've ever played. This is a video game? That's news to me. That is news to me. So Sam Luxton, if this is indeed a video game, what is this game we're playing here? I'd like to know. Okay, either come inside or leave me alone. You're gonna break a window. Good Lord. I think I just got a hacker trying to attack me, not on the outside but on the computer. That was interesting. So that's interesting. Anyway. What else we got here? So yeah, Sam Luxton. What's up? How's it going? Yeah, Sam, I guess you're famous now. I don't think so. I ain't that big. But either way, I guess thank you for hanging out. Thank you for coming and hanging out. I'm very distracted because my girlfriend keeps smashing her hand off the window. So I start getting back into the podcast and then she interrupts me. So I am sorry that I keep getting distracted, everybody. But yeah, like I said, you know, hanging out. If anyone has any questions or anything, feel free to ask. Because I am down for a little Q&A for sure. Brandon Hastings, any new gear on TJ's Horizon? Definitely podcast gear. I see you, Kendall! I see you! I see you! God, they think they're so funny. I see you! We all see you! Now she's gonna try to scare me again. Hi, Kendall! How are you? So I gotta put up with? Trying to mess with me instead of just being supportive and hanging out. Things I gotta put up with, I'm telling you. Just gonna share this on the old Twitter. Telling you. No, we can't see Kendall, but she's there. She's outside. Sam and Kendall. So I have to explain. So my wonderful girlfriend is hanging out with her friend Kendall, and they have decided, I guess, instead of hanging out and supporting the live stream and asking questions and being a part of it, they're gonna terrorize me and make me lose my focus and mess with me and stuff. Why not, right? You know, instead of just hanging out, being cool. You just locked the door. You didn't unlock it. And once again, you are hearing Out of My League's EP, Resented. Very good. This is my favorite song off the EP, if anyone's wondering. Blind. Very good song. But yeah, Brandon, as far as new gear, definitely not any new guitar gear for a while. Which really bums me out. Hi again, Kendall. I see you guys running by the window. I mean, there's lots of gear I want. I mean, I would love... at some point, I do want to get a nice little tube amp. But it's got to be high gain, so that's my problem I'm running into. Because I got to be able to play some metal. is a metal. But it's got to be quiet enough I can use it, and at a low volume it still sound good. So unfortunately, I'm probably gonna have to spend some serious money on like a low wattage tube amp, which bums me out. But we'll see. Maybe eventually I will get something. Basically that and a baritone guitar. Those are my two wants right now. Some kind of a decent little low wattage, not necessarily low wattage, but like a high gain tube amp of some kind and a baritone guitar. Those are my two wants right now. Other than that, there's not really anything else I'm wanting for. I mean, there's lots of gear I want, but like nothing serious. Sam Luxton, yes, your name was mentioned. You are famous. Yeah, I guess that, Brandon. As far as guitar gear, not much crazy stuff. Podcast gear, there's lots of stuff I want. But we'll get into that another time. Adam Lintlop, if you want to come be security, by all means, buddy, because they're harassing me. I don't appreciate this. I'm just trying to hang out, hang out with some people. And, I'm being harassed, and I don't like it. But I guess you gotta just get over it and move on with your life. Buy a Kemper. Yeah, I wish I could buy a Kemper. Hello? Really? You guys seeing this? This is the door opening. I don't know if you can see that. That's the door just fucking opening. I saw you run by. Like, this is unacceptable. You didn't even scare me. You are the worst people. You are the worst kind of people. Like, I'm just trying to have a good time over here. Well, you got Kendall rocking the Hodder Show merch. Is she the Hodder Show merch there, Kendall? I'm gonna go ahead and turn the light on.
No.
Where are lights? There we go.
There's no such thing.
Hodder Show merch. And Sam. Hi. Everyone say hi, Sam. So yeah, you guys are harassing the shit out of me. What do you have to say for yourselves?
We had to. Pretty much. It was all her idea.
See, this is why you guys need your own podcast.
No.
Finds and Light at Night. No, you're going to keep harassing me, so I'm going to stand here for a little while.
Okay, bye.
Matt says hi, ladies. Okay, it's just Kendall now. Slowly walking away. Jason Reese says, great shirt. Suplex City, bitch.
Bye, Felicia. Bye.
They say goodbye. They're leaving. Leave me alone, thanks. Okay. They are gone. For now. Let's go back over to our own little world here. All right. So they tried to scare me. They didn't do a very good job. Put my phone back in here so she doesn't die on me. The stuff I gotta put up with, guys, I'm telling you. It's unacceptable. It's absolutely unacceptable. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So what's up? What do we got going on? We got 8 people hanging out still. Staying strong at 8 people. Instead, if anybody has any questions or anything about anything, feel free to hit me up and let me know if you got any questions. Would be fun. But actually a question I have for you guys that I was going to do a poll, and then that's when I decided to do this little live stream here. And the question is, Oh, hang on. Samantha Light, how do you feel about being scared? You didn't scare me, except for the first time, which I didn't know what the hell was going on. I do not like being scared. So yeah, I don't like being scared, so stop scaring me. I've told you 1,000 times, if you're gonna scare me, you need to record it so I can at least put it up on YouTube and it be funny for everybody. Because it's funny for me and you, but it'd be better if everyone else could enjoy it as well. How long am I planning on going for? I guess you mean the live stream, Adam. I don't know. I was thinking maybe an hour. It's been about an hour now. Kind of hoping a couple more people might come out, but it's cool if they do not. I completely understand. People have things to do. And again, I do appreciate everybody who shared. I'm not sure about the James Ellsworth thing, Matthew, because as I've told you before, I cannot watch wrestling live because I literally don't have TV. I have to watch it after the fact. So please do not ruin it for me. Yeah, Brandon, Rift City in the background for sure. It's Out of My League's EP. Very good stuff. Jason Reese, Wrestling Road Trip. I would love to do a Wrestling Road Trip at some point. It'd be cool for sure to do that. Dylan Porter, will you do a Metallica album review of the new album? I got an idea, Dylan. How about you and I do a review of the new Metallica album? It's like a plan, buddy. I think that'd be fun. Dill, I feel like we should just start an album review channel. Haha. I got an idea for what you guys could do. You could start a weekly album review podcast, and I will edit it and host it for you. How's that sound? Join the Hodder Show Network, boys. It's becoming an empire. All 10 people who listen to my podcasts. And I am grateful as hell for those 10 people. Do not get me wrong. I am grateful as hell for you guys. If you listen to the podcast regularly, you know I am. You're down, Dylan? Yes. No, seriously, dude. When the album comes out, I'll come over to the basement and we'll hang out and we'll do a little album review because I'd love your opinions on it as well. I mean, the other guys can come too if they want, but maybe just us. Maybe that'd be cool. I don't know. Let's see what happens. But no, definitely would love that. Brandon, you want to do the album review, or you're in for doing a weekly album review show? Because either one would be cool. You know what I'm saying? I've been editing the podcast myself lately again, just because unfortunately the producer Brandon Bowden had some computer issues. So I've been going back to editing them myself, and it takes a lot longer. I forgot how much time it took to actually edit like an hour's worth of audio. And I'm not even taking out all the little nuances. I'm still leaving some stuff in I'd like to take out, my breaths and that kind of thing. But just literally to edit 30 minutes earlier today took me about an hour and a half, which seems crazy. So hang on. That friggin' song. Adam Raymond, what's up, buddy? You are currently listening to Out of My League, a band from Bowmanville. This is their EP, Resented. That song was called Black Sheep. It was the end breakdown for it. You can literally you can stream the album right now on YouTube, dude, but I highly recommend you buy it, man. They are seriously an awesome, awesome group of guys. They're right up your alley, too, bro. Like, you would love all their music. Very, very good stuff. Kind of metalcore, hardcore vibe. Really good group of guys. You can buy their album on iTunes as well, so definitely check it out. Let them know I sent you. Maybe. I'd appreciate it. But they're awesome, awesome band. Little candlelight dinner and Metallica album review with TJ and Dylan. I love it, boys. I love it. We're gonna do that. That's happening, Dylan. I don't even care, bro. We're gonna do that. And for the weekly album reviews, Brandon, that'd be sick, dude. I would love to do that. I talked about it on episode 63 with Brandon, talking about the Hodder Show Network. It's kind of a joke because I am nowhere at the level where I should be hosting any other podcast other than myself. I don't have to reach for it. But I just think it'd be fun to do. But it'd be a lot of work, too. It'd be a lot of work, but it'd be fun. So, you know, maybe one day. Maybe one day. Samantha Light, I would love some ghost cookies. Matt wants some cookies as well. Matt, come on over, buddy. Get some cookies. Oh, Adam, you've seen the live? Cool, bro. Yeah, they're a sick band, man. They really are. If you haven't bought their album, I really recommend you do, man. The whole album is so good. I have 2 copies of it. I have the physical copy, and then I have the digital copy, of course, on iTunes. You can take a quick sip here out of my totally normal cup. Totally normal cup. Nothing odd about this cup at all. Just a normal cup. That tastes like crap. That was tea at one point. Yeah, fun fact. I always drink tea when I do the podcast. Fun little fact there. People don't know that. We got Brandon Aldrin in the house. What's up, buddy? What's going on? Another guy I got to have on the podcast. I feel like our podcast would be great. Vulgar, but great would be the way I describe that. But Aldrin, if you haven't yet, you may enjoy the episode 66 I did with Matt and Garrett called Mics and Beers. It's a new kind of like segment type thing I'm doing on the podcast. We're just literally, it'll be myself and at least 2 other people, maybe one other person, I don't know. We'll sit down and just have some beers and turn on the mics and just see what the hell happens. It's a lot more laid back and vulgar. The second episode that I'm going to be putting up of it, probably in a couple weeks, it's going to be a lot worse as far as the vulgarity, but it's definitely going to be funnier, like for sure. So definitely look forward to that. It's going to be Garrett and Matthew and myself again, drinking some beers and talking about a bunch of random BS, so that'll be fun. So yeah, Brandon, you might like that, buddy, but I could definitely have you on for that segment. The mics and beers would be fun as hell. Now we're on the last song of the EP, which is Resented. Sorry, not Resented. The hell am I saying? Sorry, that was a brain fart there. Recover, which is like the slow song that goes into the heavy part. Really, really dig this tune. I talked about this on my... I did an actual album review for this EP when it came out. And this song is amazing. Like it literally made me cry. I was driving in my car, and quick funny story actually. I was driving in my car, and I drove by Gigs Music, like the back road. This was obviously long after we had closed, and just for some reason it hit me with this song and everything. I like had to pull over. I was like crying. I was like, what the hell is going on right now? I haven't been affected by a song like that in a while, so this is a very good song. Like I said, it's a quiet song that kind of then goes into a heavier part, but it's a really good song, really great lyrics. Dom is an amazing lyricist. I've talked about Out of My League tons on the podcast. If you guys are regular listeners, you know that I always talk about Out of My League and Outshined. Outshined currently doing the theme song, the intro, outro for the Hodder Show. And actually, if you guys have noticed, if you're regular listeners, I changed up my little ad spots that I do for Jason, for Jay Burgess Larts. Which, quick shout out to Jason. I don't know why I haven't shouted Jason out yet. I always do on everything, and for some reason I haven't yet. Jason from Jaybird Digital Arts is the man behind all my logos, memes, friggin' all my banners, and all that kind of stuff. He's done all of it. One or two memes I've done myself. They're really crappy ones, but the Segway City meme he did. My new logo, or my newer logo. I've had it for a while now, but all the banners and everything. He's done all that. He does an amazing job. He also did my t-shirts, which unfortunately I am currently not wearing because I suck. That was just bad timing. It's laundry day. That was shitty timing. That's how you know this was impromptu. I didn't even plan it very well. But he did my t-shirts, which I'm sure most of you guys have seen before. They're awesome. And I am going to do a pre-order for those t-shirts very soon. I'll probably do another live stream when I start the pre-order for it. So definitely keep an eye out for that. But yeah, big shout out to Jason. You guys can check him out on the web at www.jaybird, that's JAYBIRD, digitalarts.com. And very, very awesome guy. Does amazing work. So definitely hit Jason up. Big shout out to Jason once again. Jason Reese just commented, free meme for any listener. Contact me with your idea. There you go. If anyone has any meme ideas for the podcast ever, let me know, because I love that stuff. I can tell you guys, I have a meme made up for Thursday's episode. It's a very basic, stupid, silly meme. It's just a picture of me with some words, so it's not like spectacular or anything, but I think it's kind of funny. But like I said, the Segway City meme that's Jason did up for me, that is actually my cover photo on Facebook, is very, very wicked. So definitely check that out. Yeah, Brandon Aldred, for sure, man. I will make that happen. It will be fun as hell. I feel like you and Woody would be friggin' hilarious to do. It'd just be a write-off. Yes, Matthew Cannon is technically in ghost form. Garrett did kill him at the end of the Mikes and Beers podcast. We're not going to get into that today. Don't make me say it. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. We're all friends here. We're all friends here. It's a good time. We're all hanging out. Oops, I am having some technical difficulties here. Do not say anything. Do not say anything, Aldred. I know what you are capable of. Do not say anything. Adam Raymond. Yeah, I'm into Gent, I guess. Somewhat. I'm not like crazy into it. But I'm definitely not against Gent in any way, shape, or form. I just doesn't do a whole lot for me. So yeah, I want to say thank you again to everybody who's been hanging out and just asking questions, that kind of thing. It's been a lot of fun just hanging out with you guys. Very impromptu. So I am, I'm not, I wasn't expecting thousands of people or anything to tune into this one. But either way, I do seriously appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me. Let's put on some friggin' live Anime League. What the hell? Why not? This is some audio from Anime League show at the Mon Club on August 27, 2015. Just, why not? I'll play some live audio. What the hell? Brendan Aldred, TJ, you still do small guitar repairs. Aldred, buddy, for sure. For you, and that I will. But depending on what's wrong with the input. Oh, excuse me. Ugh, sorry, those morning shifts are a bugger. I'm still used to my morning shifts, even though I couldn't work today. Sorry, Aldred, but depending on what's wrong with your guitar input, I may not be able to fix it because I do not have a soldering gun. So, sorry, but I may not be able to help you. There's definitely some other places I can recommend. Sorry, I'm just looking at this live video. I didn't realize there was a live video with this. And I'm in this alone, God. I gotta turn this down. This distracted me too much. Too much good metal in this room, folks. But yeah, like I said, Aldred, I mean, come on over. I'll take a look at it. If I can help you out and fix it, I definitely will for sure. Jason Reese, Halloween costume. Jason, maybe you can help me out. I need a good Halloween costume that I can still like move around and work in. I have to work Halloween night, and I want to dress up, but I don't know what to dress up as. It's got to be something somewhat simple and something that doesn't have a lot of like excess stuff. So I need something to dress up as. I don't know what. I was going to dress up as Kevin Owens, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that this year. Maybe next year. We'll see. Brendan Aldred, it's grounding out by the sounds of it. Yeah. If it's grounding out, that might just be a simple wiring issue that needs to be... A wire might need to be moved. Or a ground might need to be reattached. Yeah, just... Some point, come on over and I'll take a look at it. I don't know when, but we'll figure that out. Shoot me a text or something, buddy. We'll come on over. We'll figure it out. Dylan Porter, B. Lars Ulrich. Yeah, that'd be fun as hell. Yeah, I want to be a wrestler. Be Harambe. Who cares about comfortable when you can be Harambe? Dicks out. Yeah. It'd be fun to be Harambe, but like I said, I have to be able to like walk around and work in the costume, so I'm not sure I could walk around in a big gorilla suit and be comfortable working. I'd probably like trip and fall and break my neck or something. But maybe that's the point, because it'd be a funny costume. Be Brock Lesnar. I should be Brock Lesnar. I'll be Segway City. I'll just be me, but like Brock Lesnar. I'll get some gloves and just like do that. That'd be hilarious. But then no one would know. I have to explain it to them, and yeah. Segway City. Yes, the way I was spelling Segway City at first was not proper. I was really spelling it Segway, S-E-G way. Yeah, I'll be James Ellsworth. Any man with two hands has a fighting chance. Brandon Aldred, right on, buddy. We'll definitely hook that up at some point. We'll do that two-parter. I'll fix your guitar and you be on the podcast. Sounds like a plan. That's my payment for fixing a guitar. You got to come on my podcast, my crappy podcast. So we're hanging out. We're having a good time. A lot of cool questions in the chat. Excuse me, holy crap. So I think I'm gonna call her a night in just a little bit here. So if anyone else has any questions or anything, definitely hit me up. Let me know right away for sure, and I will answer those questions. But a question I have for you guys, two questions. Number one, I asked this question earlier on Twitter, and I want to get some people's opinions. How is it exactly you not only listen to this podcast, The Hodder Show, but how else do you guys listen to regular podcasts? You know, I know there's a lot of different like website podcast networks like Podbean, obviously Podcast One and that kind of thing. You got SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube. There's tons of different ones. So let me know in the comments. Let me know how you guys listen to this podcast and to other podcasts. I'm curious. And what are some different kind of things you guys currently in the chat would like me to talk about on the podcast? Is there anything in particular you guys would love to hear me talk about in the future? I'm not out of ideas or anything. I'm just I like to make sure that I'm as active as possible with everybody, and that if anyone has any ideas or anything, that they can definitely let me know and hit me up. So definitely hit me up and let me know. Even if you're watching this after it's not live, guys, hit me up and let me know if you how you listen to the podcast, and if you have any ideas for things you want to hear me talk about. Just hit me up. I'm always game to talk to you guys about anything about that kind of stuff. I am just typing these questions out here. Like I said, how do you listen to the podcast, and what are some topics you'd like to hear discussed on the show? That's it. I want to know from you guys. Sam, I will not come watch Lights Out. It's not happening. I'm not going to do it. Dylan Porter, I like listening to the podcast on the YouTube channel. Right on, buddy. Just because I'm on YouTube all the time and do some album reviews. Cool, right on. Yeah, my YouTube. I've thought about not putting the podcast up there anymore, to be honest with you, because they maybe get like one extra view other than myself. But at least I know who it is now. So now that I know it's you, Dylan, I will keep uploading them. Because it's not like it's a big deal for me to upload them on there. It's just I've noticed lately, especially, it's like it'll get one view from me when I upload it, and then I'll get like one or two other views, and I'm kind of like, so I'm kind of like, is there really any point in putting it up there? But like I said, buddy, if you are listening to it, then I will keep, I'll keep rocking them up there for sure for you. Yeah, I can do some album reviews. I don't know why I haven't done more album reviews. It's easy for me. I don't know why. Why haven't I done them? I don't know. Maybe I'll do Outshines. I'll review Outshine's little EP there. Nice little EP. Outshine EP. I'll try and review it maybe in the next couple of weeks, perhaps. We'll see what happens. But yeah, no, definitely not watching Lights Out, babe. It's not happening. I'm not coming inside to watch that movie. Because if you guys are regular listeners to the podcast, you know damn well I hate horror movies. I talked about it before. Matthew Cannon's my top 10 horror movies of all times. I don't have any. I don't like horror movies. I hate them. So I do not have any top 10 horror movies. Sorry. Adam Raymond, heard of Mice and Men's new stuff? I have. I heard the new single on Octane, and I liked it. Can't remember the name of it, but I liked it. I thought it was cool. I know a lot of people think it's weak and it's lame, but I like it. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but I enjoy it, so why not, right? People say, oh, well, it's not as heavy or whatever, but I think it'd be cool. I think it's cool stuff. I really do. Matthew Cannon's hashtag shortest podcast ever. Number shortest podcast ever. I don't know what you mean, buddy. The shortest podcast I ever had. Oh, that's what you're asking. The shortest podcast I ever had, as far as official podcast episodes, I think it was episode 1. I'm pretty sure. Let me look that up. I'm going to look that up right now. Let me look that up for you guys. Bear with me here for a second. Oh, I see what you're saying, Matt. That would be the shortest podcast ever. Yeah, I'd like to be like, hey, what's up, buddy? Welcome to episode 73. I don't like horror movies. Thanks, everybody. Peace. That'd be the podcast. No, I mean, There's a couple I've seen that I've enjoyed. If you guys listen to episode 64 of the podcast, which is if there's one thing I'm not, it's an adrenaline junkie. I talk about how much I hate roller coasters and the idea of jumping out of planes and that kind of stuff. How I don't get adrenaline from that kind of stuff, and it just messes me up. But also, I talk about horror movies and why I do not like them. And the reasons for that is because I have what I like to call a very hyperactive, overly hyperactive imagination. Which basically means that I see and hear things when they're not there all the time. Which is why Sam loves scaring me so much, because I'm very easy to scare. Because I'll hear a slight noise and be like, what the hell was that? Actually, funny thing, when I was recording that podcast, episode 64, I literally, near the end, you'll hear me, I scare myself. Because I was talking about like horror movies, and I was going to start listing off horror movies that like scared the crap out of me. And I had to stop because literally, like, I scared myself too much. I had to like just stop podcasting. So that's funny as hell. I mean, I think it's funny. So yeah, that was episode 64. If you guys want to check that out. But I'm actually curious, the shortest podcast I've ever done to this point. I am just looking. I've done a lot of friggin' podcasts. I can't believe it. Then this week I'm going to be on episode 70. It's insane. And soon enough we're going to be on episode 75, which is going to be very fun. Yeah, I'm going to say the shortest podcast I've ever done, as far as an official podcast, it was actually episode 4. Episode 4. A long damn time ago. Over 60 episodes ago. What the hell, guys? What? Why? How did I get here? Like, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, episode 4, it was 20 minutes and 9 seconds long. Back when I was doing the 20-minute to 30-minute long episodes. Just pretty hilarious. There's a couple that are close there. They're like the 20-minute mark. And then I started doing them an hour long. And yeah, that happened. Now I do them an hour long. Sometimes, once in a while, I might do one small. The shortest thing I've ever done to do with the podcast, aside from short little videos, was the my April Fool's announcement that I was changing content on the podcast. So that's kind of funny. But anyway, enough of that. This is Jason's wife. LOL, you're making me laugh, you chicken. Yeah, hey Michelle. I suck. I don't like horror movies. I know you guys are into all that kind of stuff. I dug what I saw too. I kept trying to comment, but my phone wasn't working. I think you guys were at a convention or something. Jason was wearing his priest t-shirt. I thought that was hilarious. I was really digging some of the stuff. I dig like horror-based stuff, I guess. Like kind of different knickknacks and that kind of thing. I think all that stuff's cool. I just don't like the movies that much. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. I like creepy music and that kind of thing, if that makes up for it. And creepy video games. I don't know. I'm a weird dude. I really am. No, if you did top 10 horror movies, come on, I love hearing this explanation for the 100th time as to why I don't like horror movies, Matt. Yeah, I've told you that 100 times. Actually, another quick question for you guys. What do you guys think? And be brutally honest with me on this, because this is something I've been throwing around for a long time. I love doing this podcast. I love doing it 2 times a week. I love doing it for about an hour. But what do you guys think as far as how long you would like the episodes to be, and how many times a week you'd like to listen to the episodes? I know a lot of people have said to me before, the 2 episodes a week they get behind on very quickly and very easily. I know a couple people I work with have said they haven't listened since like episode 50 because they literally couldn't keep up. I've been thinking about going down to 1 a week for a long time, but I feel like I'd get bored. So that's why I haven't yet. But let me know what you guys think. If you think the hour-long podcasts or about an hour-long podcasts are good for you, I think once a week or twice a week. Let me know what you think. Like, be brutally honest with me too, because I'm very curious to what you guys have to think about that. Dylan Porter, something special for the 100th episode? Abso-freaking-lutely. I don't know what. I've thrown around the idea. I think I talked about it with Anthony on his podcast, Anthony from Out of My League, about doing a roast of some kind for me. Have on all my past guests and my buddies and just roast the crap out of me. But, like, I'd have to do it right. So, I don't know what's going to happen with that. Maybe that'll be, like, episode 200. I'll rent a hall or something and we'll do it right. But, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But there'll be something going on. I might do, like, a retrospective episode that week. I'll do, like, I don't know when that episode 100 is going to be. It's not going to be for a few months yet. But the actual 100th episode of the podcast, I might like take clips from like all my podcasts I've done and throw them together and just kind of show you guys some of my favorite moments that have happened on the podcast, whether it be by myself or with guests. Because there's been a lot of moments where I go back and listen. I don't listen to all my podcasts back or anything. It's very rare that I do. But when I do, it's mostly the ones I do with people. I'll go back and listen and I'll be like, you know what? That was a really good, funny moment, or that was a good moment that happened. And it's not me tooting my own horn. It's me going literally like, I'm my biggest critic. I'll go back and listen to some podcast and be like, why the hell did I think that was acceptable to upload? There's a couple I've done that I just kind of cringe at now. But it is what it is. You live and learn. But definitely, Dylan, you can expect something special for the 100th episode for sure. Adam Raymond, you can definitely suggest me bands, buddy, all the way. I'm always game to hear new bands. Matthew Cannon's actually The Office. You know when you park at my house in the driveway and you walk across the lawn to get to my back door? The area you walk by to get there is actually where I am. There's a little office there. Jason Reese, get a 75 tattoo live on that episode. Yeah, I don't know about that, buddy. I don't actually have any tattoos, so I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I'm gonna get my first tattoo is gonna be at the number 75. Maybe if I get to like 500 episodes, I'll do that. I got the Hodder show tattooed on my back or something, but I don't know about 75. I don't know if that's worth it. But good suggestions though. But I am definitely going to do some kind of a live stream of some kind. I don't know what yet or what I'm going to do, but I'll figure it out. I'm either going to do another YouTube live stream or I'm going to do like an audio live stream. I don't know. This is even cool doing it this way. I can't record this, I don't think, and upload it later. Just on, except for unless it's on Facebook. So I'll see what happens with that there, but I'll keep everybody posted. Matthew Cannons wants me to do 3 hours, 5 days a week. Not gonna friggin' happen, buddy. I mean, okay. Let's say hypothetically here for a minute that I could do the podcast every day. I do it every day because I love doing it. It's fun. But 5 days a week, I couldn't do it right now. It wouldn't happen. So, sorry, Matt. Alden Moore is always a good thing right on, buddy. Hopefully you're able to check out the podcast. I know that you're a busy dude. Brandon Hastings, not going to lie, I'm way behind. Well, Brandon, man, you got to catch up, buddy. How behind are you? Just out of curiosity, like, give me a number, because I'm curious. Because I know a lot of people have said they're really behind. And that's cool. I mean, you don't owe me anything. I appreciate you just listening at all. But let me know how far behind you are, because I'm curious. It intrigues me. Adam, I would be happy to review a song. The only issue is I think I need to be somewhat careful what I play right now on the live stream. I don't know how the copyright laws and that kind of bull crap works. And knowing my luck, I will get flagged for it because it's happened before. on my YouTube, I've gotten flagged every single time I've uploaded anything that was even remotely copyright. Every single friggin' time. I almost had my channel shut down, which is bull crap. Now I understand it and I can like work around it. There's ways around it, but I was like, guys, the videos you're flagging me on has 2 views. Like, screw off. And they were like, okay, whatever. Like, they left me alone. But give me the name of the song, buddy, and I will check it out for sure. I just might have to mute the audio for the live cast here, or live stream. I keep calling it a live cast. It's not really a live cast. Brandon Hastings second the tattoo thing. I don't know about that, buddy. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna happen because it just. I just don't think it's gonna happen. I see some people who are currently on Facebook whose balls I'm going to have to break later for not being involved with this live chat. I don't know. Can I just say, like, my favorite wrestling sign I've seen lately, and Matt, you'll appreciate this. It was the member berries from South Park. Oh, we lost our music here. Hang on a sec, guys. Gotta go turn the old Outshine back on here. Again, this is Outshine's EP. Their self-titled EP. Matt, I'm not sure I can open links in the thing there, buddy. Matt, get the network going. Yeah, basically, here's the thing with the network thing, right? Is I need a website first. That's the number one thing I need. If I was to do the network the way I picture it in my brain, which is basically I get like 3 or 4 podcasts going, not necessarily just by me. I would probably do one. I do the Hodder Show once a week, and I probably do some kind of a wrestling-based one once a week. And then once a month, I do like Mics and Beers as its own podcast, maybe. I have all these. Here's my thing: is I'm an idea guy. I got ideas all day. It's just sometimes putting them into action is a little tricky. You know, we got Brandon Hastings and Dylan Porter, the guys in Outshined, possibly doing some album review podcast. That'd be cool too for the network. I got lots of ideas for this network type thingy, but number one thing I need is I need some kind of a website first for the Hodder Show. Kind of build my audience a little more. That's my number one thing is audience. I am so appreciative of every single one of you who would take the time to ever check out the podcast. It means the world to me. Every single time one of you just clicks that play button. If everyone on my friends list on Facebook took 1 second and clicked the play button, it could potentially be a life-changing thing for me. Because I'd be up in the hundreds every single podcast, and that would be life-changing for me. Not in the sense of like I'd start making money or anything, just I'd be like, okay, cool. Now I can kind of justify spending more time and my own money and stuff on this kind of thing. If that makes any sense. The way I'm going, I'm definitely still going to do all this one day. It's just sometimes it's hard to sit down and spend, say, like an entire day. Like today, I literally spent all day working on podcast stuff, and that's awesome. I love doing it. It's my hobby. But when I start getting into actually spending money on like a website and a computer to do all the proper editing on, software, that's when it starts getting a little, it has to almost not be a hobby anymore at that point. I almost have to be able to do something else at that point with it. And the network would be that. It'd be cool. And I'd basically just host everything on the website. But one day for sure. For sure. So Matt, definitely one day that will happen. Yeah, Adam, buddy, I can't get that link to work. Maybe send me a private message on Facebook with the link, and I will check it out for sure. Brandon Hastings, I honestly have no idea, man. Whenever I have free time, I just see whatever the newest I haven't watch is. That spell check's mother. I almost swore. I'm trying to make this a PG live stream here, even though I think I've sworn a couple times or whatever. But yeah, Adam, buddy, send me the link privately and I will check it out. Worst band and best band I've seen live. Worst band I've ever seen live. I can't remember their name. They had this song, it was called Shake Tramp. I saw Simple Plan in Faber Drive years ago. It's a long story, I don't want to get into it. And the band, I think they were called Stereos, I want to say. And they had this song Shake Tramp, and it was a terrible song. And they were like the worst band I've ever seen live. They were terrible. Guitars were out of tune. Everything was completely out of sync. They had no synchronization at all. The vocalist was okay, I guess. The background vocalist sucked. It was just bad. I'm saying they're going, I could do better than these guys. And if I can do better than you, you need to find a new career path. Because I suck. So, best band I've ever seen live, Alice in Chains. I mean, there's no denying that. Alice in Chains, and a very close second, Seven Dust. Because Seven Dust are amazing live. And a very close third is Outshine. Matthew Cans, I remember Wookiees. Remember N64? I remember. Yeah, that sign that someone did of the member berries from South Park with Goldberg. Remember Goldberg? I remember. That's so good. I laughed so hard at that. I love that episode. Worst band I've ever seen is Outshined. I don't know, Raymond, you just sent me the song, and I do dig that song. It's a good tune. I'll have to. Not sure I can mute the audio of the stream. Actually, I was just looking to see if I could do it, and I'm not sure I can. But from the song itself, from what I can remember of the song, I listened to it not that long ago. Maybe it's a different song. But I will check it out, and I will get back to you on that, because I will see that you messaged it to me. So I will get back on that, buddy. But plan a Toronto trip to visit the new YouTube studios would be beneficial for production ideas. Yeah, I heard about that, and I was thinking about doing something like that. The whole thing with me is like, I'll talk to podcast people, especially the last couple of weeks. I've kind of been chatting on Twitter and that kind of thing with people who do podcasts as well, who are kind of on the same level as me and around and slightly above me. And a lot of them say the same stuff. Where, like, you know, they're putting all this time and money into the podcast and all this kind of thing, and money is something I really can't put into the podcast right now. So that's kind of where right now for me the issues at all with the podcast is the fact that I don't have a website for hosting everything on one place, and I need a computer. When Brandon, producer Brandon Bowden, was doing the editing for the first couple episodes, episodes 60, 61, and 62, people were like commenting like, these are the best sounding podcasts you've ever done. Okay, Jason, thanks for coming out, buddy. Really appreciate it. Have a good one. We'll talk to you soon. But yeah, that's basically that. There's not really much else to say to that. I know you're a fan, DJ, but BJ and I saw Breaking Benjamin with Saint Sonia, and BB was no lie, the absolute worst band live. I remember you saying that. I don't know. I know Matthew said he enjoyed them. Apparently they were better at the Sound Academy. I don't know. Maybe. I got no opinion on it. I have not seen Breaking Benjamin live, so I don't really have any opinion on it. So there's that. But one more question I have for you guys before I get ready to wrap it up here and hang up the boots, so to speak. For those of you who are still with me, thank you for hanging out, seriously. Matt, thank you for hanging out like literally the entire time, buddy. Brandon, thank you for hanging out. Adam, thanks for hanging out. And whoever else is listening right now, seriously, thank you so much for hanging out. I know I've been going for like an hour and a half now, so I'm going to get ready to wrap it up here. But just one time for you guys, and again, even if you are listening to this when it's not live, please comment. Let me know what you think. What is your guys' favorite podcast that I have done? As far as any, even if it was from a long time ago or it was an interview on whatever it is, what is your guys' favorite podcast that I have done that you have listened to? And if you, for some reason, you're listening and you haven't actually checked out the podcast before, I mean, if you're checking out this video, you must be interested somewhat. It would seriously mean the world to me if you can take a few seconds and check out a couple episodes of the podcast. I know people are busy. People got a lot going on in their life. But if you're looking for something to listen to while you're doing some chores around the house, or you're driving, or you're working out, or you're at work or something, check out the podcast. I've got it available on 3 different mediums to listen to. You got the SoundCloud. All my links are in the on the Facebook. You've got the iTunes, which is definitely the easiest way to listen to the Hodder Show, especially if you're an Apple user. It's very easy. Subscribe. It'll always be downloaded. And then you got the YouTube, which is definitely the most accessible, most kind of popular, I would say, as far as everybody knows YouTube. So that's why I started uploading it on YouTube. I don't see a whole lot of traffic on YouTube personally, but people don't go on YouTube to listen to podcasts. So, but either way, like I said, for those of you who are still listening and hanging out, again, thank you, and let me know what your favorite podcast has been that we've done. There's a couple of you listening who have actually been on the podcast, so maybe pick a podcast that you haven't been on. Just for me, do me a salad. I appreciate it. You guys hanging out with me, answering some questions, and asking me some questions. Well, that night I was really in no shape to know any better. Yeah, Matthew was pretty drunk that night, Brandon, for the Breaking Benjamin. If you listen to the Mikes and Beers podcast, episode 66, you'll hear about it. He was in pretty rough shape. But we are going to get ready to wrap it up here. Like I said, guys, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys' favorite episodes of the podcast have been so far. We have Matthew Cannon's episode 60, which was the episode you were on, you bugger. Maybe give me a different one. I'm curious what your favorite podcast has been, man. Very curious. And after that, we're gonna get ready to wrap this up here. Maybe it was in the second part, the story about the drunk thing. Never mind, Brandon. Do not check out episode 66 because it will not be in there. Well, actually, still check out episode 66. What the hell am I saying? But either way, it will probably not be in there. All right, run on, Adam, buddy. Thanks for coming out and hanging out for a little bit, buddy. Definitely send me bands. I'm always game as hell to. The high school podcast run on. Yeah, that's what a lot of people have said their favorite podcast has been. I got a lot of people say that they enjoyed the Mikes and Beers podcast, and that was funny. The critically acclaimed episode of the podcast that everyone seems to go back to, as far as people that I don't know really well who have listened, was the anytime I do anything with local bands, those always seem to be the most popular episodes of the podcast. And also the podcast I did about driving. That was definitely the most critically acclaimed episode of the podcast. Like, for sure. A lot of people really, really enjoyed that. But as far as my most popular podcast, I think it was... Apparently it was episode 27, WWE Payback 2016 review with Brandon Babb, 277 plays. I feel like that wasn't it. I thought it was the WrestleMania video. I was wrong, apparently. I just realized I'm playing an old demo version of Outshine's song Why. So I apologize to the boys if they are offended right now that I'm playing it. I will turn that off. I didn't realize I was playing it. But either way, we're going to wrap it up here, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Kind of doing this live stream here with me for the first time. I think it was a decent little success. Next time I'll definitely hype it a little bit more. Maybe get some more people involved with it. Maybe do a giveaway or something. Or, yeah, I never know. We'll just see what happens. But thank you guys very much. If I do not talk to you guys before Thursday, I will see you then for the episode of the podcast. I promise it's going to be a good one. All I can say about it is resting beard face. Resting beard face. See you guys Thursday. Thanks again. Take it easy.